Welcome, everybody, to the Old Bastards Racing League Wednesday night trucks. Tonight in the booths, we got Ken Schultz and Eddie Jones. Three of us sitting up here getting ready to announce this race. We were watching practice. Should be an interesting race at Talladega tonight. They're right now getting ready to grid. Top 10 is getting belted up and ready to go. Eddie and Ken.
Good evening, Pete. How you doing? Ken Schultz here. Um, Looking for an exciting night of racing. We have 35 cars entered in tonight's event and looking for a great time.
It should be relatively interesting with Talladega. It's going to be a lot of tight racing, and I'm sure that tempers are going to flare.
Yeah, I had planned on racing in this race, but raced in the practice race last night and wadded both my trucks up and don't have a ride, so I'm stuck up here with you two guys.
Well, I think, like you said, Eddie, this is going to be the safest place tonight. I think there's going to be a lot of bent metal tonight, especially after watching the pros at it, huh? There was a lot of wrecks for the pros or whatever the other day. Even the best get wrapped up every once in a while.
Yeah, I just know where to go. It's this form of racing.
Well, we got a lot of laps, 60 laps here, right? So, hopefully these guys will be patient through the first bit of the race, and we can, get going and not end up wrapping them up too quickly, huh?
Yeah, 10-4.
That's for sure, Pete. Hey, we got Dave Hunt. He's got our pole for tonight. Dave Hunt runs a 55.234. Good second lap for Dave. Second is Ralph in the 03 truck. He got a new number starting tonight. Third, Josh Robinson, and he's be getting a EOL, so he's got to go to the back of the field.
Well, it looks like they're going around once pace cars lights are out. I think it's like you said, it's going to be a real interesting run. Those front runners are no slouches, definitely. I think Josh is going to make his way up through the field because once those pit stops come up, I think it's going to definitely change things up a little bit.
All right, guys, tighten it up so you don't see a logo on the truck in front of you. Second gear would go on green. Let's have a lot of patience out there. Control your cars, and let's try to have some fun while we're here.
As they bring us through the green flag, they're tightening up a little bit here, getting ready to go racing. It's going to be an exciting evening. Pace car's getting ready to duck down. Pace car's in.
60 laps, everyone. Sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's event. If you get a chance to chat on the bottom of the page, please do. Leave us a comment of what you think we can do better and what things we should do more so you can enjoy this event more often.
Green flag waves. Everybody's getting going here. Talladega take a lap to get up to speed. Got Dave Hunt in the lead. Rolf Vander Vorst currently in the lead with the 03 car. Thomas Ogle showing in second, and John Howland in third right now.
Just stretching out really nice. Got a couple guys running way in the top. A lot of guys are going too wide. But it is stretching out nice. They're keeping their noses nice and clean. I see one coming down, do a green flag pass through. But they're continuing all on green.
Yeah, that green flag pass through should not hurt that much. Being that this is it, they'll stay on the lead lap and hopefully get an early caution and be able to get right back into it.
Looks like we got about a 20-car break and we're towards the front of the pack, and then we got a second group behind there. A lot of two-wide racing going on out there. John Held being our leader right now on lap 2.
So Eddie, after practice last night, they're looking like they're showing a little patience compared to that, huh?
Yeah, it so far. But you got some in the back. They're going to hang out. They probably won't rest till the last 15, 20 laps. Pit one is about 18, 19 laps, so I'm thinking you're going to have to at least at minimum do 3 stops. So this should be interesting.
Eddie, can you buy an extra lap or two if you're running traffic and run back in the pack and just use a draft?
Possibly, but you know, I've seen these things go both ways. You know, you think, man, it's going to be a caution fest, and this thing may turn out and go green the whole way. So you never know. It's just a chance you take.
This race reminds me of the older days whenever we'd see 2 distinct packs. Right now we got the first 20, I'd say, right, Ken? And then we got a nice break. Then you got the other 20 on the backside.
Yeah, that's what you're doing, but that's how OBRL normally does this. So they normally do break up in 2 groups, and don't get me wrong, by half of the way through the race, that back half will be right up with the front runners.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. Everybody's given room. They're staying in their lanes.
Looks like Brian Mansfield's battling real hard with John Held for the lead of this thing. Brian Glass running 3rd or 4th with Ralph. Brian Glass, a longtime veteran with the OBRL, one of the nicest drivers to be out there and compete with. He runs very clean and a lot of fun to be around.
Yeah, sitting there with the first 4 or 5, I'd say first 6, nose to tail, running pretty clean. Everybody's looking just get some laps under their belt. Tell you what, these guys are doing a real nice job running about 185, 190 mile an hour, and they're about 0.2 apart right now, 0.2, 0.3 apart. They're just keeping it going. This is real fun to watch. Watch these guys get in a position to set themselves up for a good end, huh?
Yeah, I just seen Brian Glass take the lead away from John Held, so Brian Glass leading the pack, lap 6 of 60.
Yeah, Brian's one of them. He's not going to sit around. He likes to mix it up and have fun lap to lap. I've had some great races, great practice sessions with him.
Oh yeah, Brian's one of the nicest drivers, like you said, Ken, but also one of the most competitive. Definitely likes to mix it up and have a good time out there, but he is a smart driver.
He was actually one of the first drivers I wrecked when I entered the Old Bastards.
I'm not sure.
I remember it like it was yesterday. It was at Phoenix.
I'm not sure if that's something to remember there, Eddie.
We've had great races ever since, but he was the first driver I ever wrecked in the Old Bastards.
Well, that's one way to enter a new league, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Liberace's sitting back here, number 11, just hanging back, doing his thing. It looks like he's giving himself a little cushion to the guy in front of him. I think he's still a little nervous and doesn't want to get caught in a big one.
Yeah, you got Tom in the 11. You got Kevin Rupert running right next to him on the outside in the green and white pickup truck and the Skull truck. He's running right with them. David Hunt's in the battle with them. Everyone's keeping good spacing between each other, and they're not going down and trying to catch the air off the inside car or anything. There's plenty of room given between all the drivers right now.
Well, we all know side drafting does work here, done properly, but, this early in the race, you really don't want to get into that because you don't know what the driver's going to do in front of you, so I think that's a wise move right now. But I'll bet we see some side drafting coming up towards the end of this race. Seems like we have some pit activity with 111 Edwards and 108 Woke.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Both of those guys went in. Not sure what I see the 111 car coming back out on the racetrack. Not sure what's happened between those two. Boy, that first group is really pulling away from that second pack of cars, though, isn't it there, Eddie?
Yeah, they are. They are, in that second group, I've run in that most of the time. They're banking on somebody making a mistake on this first round of the pit stop before caution come out and get them caught back up. I mean, no need to panic right now. What are we? 9 laps into the 60 lap race?
Yeah, it looks like we're about halfway through the fuel run already, so we'll see what the other half brings. Looks like we have Chris Edwards having too much damage and call it quits for the day.
Pit lane's empty again. Sitting here watching 53, Dave Hunt on 10-lap old tires, doing pretty well on that inside line with his yellow Emery truck. I can't even see what it is.
Also want to add there, Coco and Eddie, that Jason Wake, he also discontinued, ended tonight's race early. Both of those guys kind of new to the OBRL. Welcome additions to the league, and wish them better luck next time.
Yeah, sometimes coming in here with the competitiveness of this and the skill set of this driver is somewhat intimidating, and it's good to get a couple laps under your belt, get to know who you're driving with, and figure it all out. For some of these races, Talladega is not an easy track to get around. It seems easy, but there's a lot of things going on inside that cockpit.
Yeah, one thing I noticed last night in the practice race, you get 2-3 wide, it changes the handling, especially longer in the run. These trucks will start getting loose here in the next couple of laps being around each other.
Hey, Eddie, in practice, how was the momentum? Did you have to keep that up going through there? Was it better to take the high line and keep that momentum going?
I ran middle to top most of the time, and I mean, I could stay right there with them, so I think that middle line's good. I think a few of the guys that raced last night know that the top is just as good. I just got to get enough trucks, together to get up there with them.
Yeah, you poke out and go to the high line and nobody goes with you. You're kind of hung at the dry, huh?
Yes, sir.
Got car number 73, Christopher Carenza, leading our pack back to the start and finish line. Over Brian Glass, Brian Mansfield, and John Held. Eddie, we're 13 laps in. We should be seeing green flags in about 5 or so. Is it going to be a set of all 4, you think, or you think some guys will try to take just 2 and get out?
Me personally, if I've got to stay for fuel, I'd go on all four, especially knowing that this truck starts getting loose toward the end of a run. I'd hate to be out there on two tires fighting at it at the end of the next run. But some will take two.
Just kind of nice is sitting back here watching these guys just going at it, battling one another. Two nice groups sitting out there, but everyone minding their P's and Q's out there.
Yeah, for the most part, we still have our top 20 side by side, and then we have a string out of single file cars, or single file trucks. Sorry, dollar in the swear jar.
That second group's got single file. They'll run that front pack down pretty quick if they want to.
It's good to see Joel Kilburn back racing with the OBRL again tonight. It was good to see him come back. He's been gone for a couple weeks. Joel's always a welcome sight to the OBRL.
Yeah, Joel took a little time off, but he's back in tonight. I'm looking to see him come to the front throughout this evening.
Guys, I didn't really pay that much attention to how many guys actually qualified tonight, but there's a couple 3-digit numbers that are starting to move up the pack real nice here.
I guess after 16 laps or so, they're getting kind of comfortable, ready to make some moves, see where they can compete in the Old Bastards Racing League.
Yeah, the thing to watch here is this top line trying to finagle their way down to this bottom line, getting ready to set up for pit stop, see who's going to let who in, and this is fixing to get very interesting in the next couple of laps.
Eddie, how is this pit road to enter? Is it pretty easy to get in, or is there some issues that coming into the pit lane here, coming from high speeds and wore out tires?
No, it's pretty easy. You know, with that being said, we'll probably wad them up getting on pit road, but you know, you got to pay attention. You do have to get her load down, but as long as they do that and not run over each other, they'll be fine. But I do notice that second pack is definitely pushing that front pack being single file.
We do have pit road speed of 55 miles an hour tonight, so they'll be coming from about 185, 190, getting down to that 55 mile an hour. We should be seeing green flag pit stops in just a lap or two, I would think. There hasn't been too much chatter on the race channel yet, but I'm sure it's coming real quick.
Yeah, we didn't race in this big pack last night, so, you know, they could actually 19, 20, somewhere in there. Well, there you go.
Exactly.
That truck's coming this lap.
Hope you're right, Eddie. Hope you don't want up the whole front end of the deck here as they're starting to enter road here.
And that second pack has caught that front pack.
Looks like we got a bunch of cars coming in, 4 cars with the 87. Brian Glass coming in. Looks like they made it nice and clean there.
Yeah, 10, 12 vehicles there. Looked like they were all coming in pairs. So they'd have some draft wheels when they get back out.
I think you see about the same amount, or probably a good chunk of the next batch of cars coming in the next lap, I would think. Kevin Rupert calling in. He's going to be coming in the pit road in the number 12 Skull truck.
Pit road's looking pretty busy. Another bunch of cars. Looks like we got about 20, 30 cars coming in all at one time.
Man, they're doing a nice job getting around their goal, though. I didn't see no one skid any tires or getting into one another. Great job by the second group of cars.
Real nice job, real nice job. Watch them down pit lane.
I would say within the next lap or two, you're going to see the rest of the cars coming on in for their green flag pit stop here.
Got cars coming back on the track now.
Another small group of cars coming in. Looks like we got two more entering right now.
I got number 67 behind number 87. Looking at watching these guys, and it looks like Joel is sitting there in car 40 behind those two. Those three hook up. I think they could pull away and really make a run for it.
What a surprise. The 67 and the 40 from the back. You're in pit stop, running second and third.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see those two run together again. And with Joel just coming back, it's nice to see.
Just a little bit, just a few laps of experience between those two gentlemen, you'd think, huh?
They definitely know how to run with each other, right? And I think that's a big thing. They definitely know what each other's thinking and can definitely leverage one another.
Yeah, I think it's a love-love relationship between the two.
They're definitely very comfortable riding next to each other, that's for sure.
All the way up to the point where they touch.
Well, they only do that with the lights off.
Boy, they're stretching out a lot of single file coming now. They did get stretched out pretty good with green flag pit stops. We'll see if this all... So right now, we got Steve Thompson running first, John Held second, Joel Kilburn running third, Brian Glass fourth, Brian Mansfield fifth, Ralph running right up there. Good racing going on. We still have not had our first caution. I hopefully doesn't bring that out. I hopefully don't give the black notice on that there.
Yeah, now you cursed them, Ken, but
exactly.
I think they really did a nice job getting in and out, and definitely kept it all together.
Looks like they got three distinct groups going on out there. pretty good equal gap between the first and second, and the second and third group. Looks like the second group is probably a little bit bigger than what the first and the third groups are.
Yeah, but that first group is working, trying to get in line in single file and pull away. And if they can do that, they'll make it tough for the other groups to catch them. They've got the majority of them in line, and they've got a couple more.
I'm just real impressed with everyone that they've been just really giving each other a lot of room out there. Very little three wide racing, just a little bit here and there. They fall right back in real nice. Got to hand it to those guys tonight, doing a great job out there.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. If I'd have been in there, hell, we'd have already had 5 crossings by now.
I don't think it was your fault, Eddie. I think it was just a matter of circumstances there, buddy.
I don't know what it was, but yeah, this is a much better race than last night.
Your crew going to have enough time between now and next week to get a couple trucks ready for you to go for next Wednesday night?
Oh yeah, it's just a 4-hour trip over. We take 20 over to 82 and 4-hour trip back home. I mean, trucks are back home. They're getting them ready for next week right now.
Well, we really do appreciate you joining us tonight up in the tower. It's great to have you up here.
Man, yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, especially at a plate track.
If anyone's interested in the OBRL, go to the website, OBRL.net. Check us out. If you are over 35 years old and have an I rated under 3,500, you may try to join the league. It's a great league, a lot of good drivers, a lot of fun. League racing's a lot of fun. You get to race against the same guys every week, so you get to know each other's driving strategies and habits and all that. So if you're interested, please join us. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, and I'd like to add to that. I like the way this league's structured. You have to apply. Then we have a guy. That's all he does is go over applications and does screening. And then we have a replay committee that goes over all race reviews after races and issues penalties as needed. And I think it makes us a great racing. Keeps everybody in check.
Absolutely. The OBRL is one of the most organized, well-run leagues I have come across, and anybody that comes and races with us always says that they really enjoy the green flag runs, the camaraderie, the respect that the drivers have to one another, and it's a fantastic league to jump into. So if you're interested, head over to OBRL.net. Give them a check out.
Look at there, Eddie. We got Brian Glass leading the pack again over Steve Thompson and Joel. No surprises there, though, is it?
No, and they're doing exactly what they want to do, just riding, clicking off laps, and pulling away from that second pack.
Lead pack is starting to come up with some lap traffic in front of them. It should be shortly before they would come up to them. So far, we've only had 2 cars retire from today's race. Other than that, everyone is still on the racetrack yet. Any surprises you've seen so far, Eddie, with some cars in back that haven't made up, haven't got to the front yet?
Maybe, but may have just been luck of the draw on the pits. May have had a few problems in the pit road and such. I thought maybe the handle shells would work a little better together. That may be just a deal where they just haven't got together.
What about Ed Adams running in 23rd spot right now?
Yeah, there's another one. That may be just got caught in that second pack and didn't have a great stop, and you know, still a long race. Another thing that's hurting that second pack right now is they're running side by side while this front pack is running nose to tail. I mean, it's a noticeable gap there, gapping them every lap right now.
We are at the halfway point. We are 30 in of 60. Thinking we'll see green flag pit stops probably within 6 to 8 more laps probably. We'll see how this makes these three packs, if they split apart in more single file, or somehow they try to get merged all back together again.
Yeah, I've just been watching over the last 3 laps. The front pack is gapping that second pack anywhere from 7/10 to a whole second a lap. So they need to get that sorted out back there and get to working together.
See Kevin Rupert leading that second group along with Tom Ogle. So you got some good quality drivers in the front of that second group. Like you said, Eddie, if they get organized, start moving.
Yeah, because the furthest thing from this front group pack is racing right now. They know what they're doing, and they're trying to get as much space between them as they can.
Boy, that second group, though, they were really starting to get racy back there. And we're getting real close, and I'm scared we're going to get something bad coming out of that second group of cars. Yeah, that front group sure pulled away from that second group.
Oh, we got 89 losing control, hits the 65 and the 34. Yellow flag is out, guys.
Well, that's what that second pack needed.
Well, I can believe that was a second pack.
Pace guys going into one. Pace car coming out one.
Haha.
From what I see, that puts the bull in first, number 87, number 67 in second still during these caution laps.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're going to see every car come into the pit area here and get 4 fresh ones and some new fuel here.
Eddie, would you say that a fuel run was here, bud?
18 laps. 18 to 20.
laps.
Yeah, so they'll be coming.
My calculations there, Pete, is if it's an 18-20 lap thing, they're going to have they're all going to have to make one more pit stop yet if this thing was remain green the rest of the race.
That's my thoughts exactly. I was trying to see if they could make it, but I don't think so. Even at 38 laps, still going to put them at a 22 roundy rounds to go, and I don't know if that'll work.
Looks like Westerfield and Eitner both are taking a lot of pit time in here. They must have had massive damage to their cars from that wreck. couple trucks remained out on the lead, out on the racetrack. I'm not sure. I know two of them were lap vehicles. I think everybody was a lap vehicle that stayed out there. I think all lead lap vehicles all did come in the pit area the way it looks. That 122 was our lucky dog this caution. A 122 car being Joe Brown. Relatively brand new driver to the OBRL. Has only been around for a couple of races.
Looks like Ralph may have got 2 tires right there. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe a few others, because Steve Thompson, I think, came in second. He come out in 6th. So may have had a few more, but I believe Ralph definitely took 2 tires right there.
That'd definitely be interesting to see what happens just a little bit if he did go with 2, to see if he does lose a lot of positions. Maybe not right away, but maybe, 10 laps into another run?
Yeah, if he just took 2, I figure after about 10, 11, 12 laps, that thing's going to start being a handful for him.
Looks like Jim Westerfield's in for 2 minutes and 20-some seconds, so extended stay.
It's got to be disappointing for Jim. A good runner. He's won multiple races, or at least one race for sure that I'm aware of that he's won with the old bastard. So good runner, always a strong competitor. I enjoyed racing with him when I've been out on the racetrack with the OBRL.
I'm bringing. Yes, please.
He's in.
Brian.
Glass. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, that's fine. Brian, how are you doing out there? This is Coco from the booth.
I'm doing good, Coco. How are y'all doing up there?
Okay, Eddie, what do you got for him?
I just noticed watching you there, you kind of biding your time, running out front there. Can't make it from here.
Yeah, it's been a good race so far, man, Steve. Showing some patience there, riding in line. It's everybody's been kind of minding their P's and Q's up front.
Yeah, 10-4 there, brother. Well, wished I was out there with you, but kind of glad I'm not.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good time watching. I imagine it's probably going to get exciting here.
Yes, sir. Ken, you got anything?
Yeah, Brian, last couple of races ago, you and Steve were running towards the front of a group. Any of those memories come back to your mind the last 15 minutes or so?
I think we're even, but damn, I hope we don't remember Kansas, man. That was, I do remember.
All right, Brian, how's that truck handling out for you? Pretty good?
Yeah, truck's good. Got a little on the tight side, so I just don't want to lift and that back end snap around on me, especially in a tight little pack. But yeah, truck's running good. But like I said, everybody's minding their P's and Q's right now, so we'll see what happens.
All right, 10-4, buddy. Well, listen, you have a good race out there. Tighten them belts one more time and get ready to go green. Good luck out there, bud.
Copy that. Thanks, y'all.
Give them hell, Bull.
Yes, sir.
Ken, I think we have to put him back in race channel. Well, it looks like the pace lights are off, and they're coming around once again to get that green flag. After our caution shakeout, we're still seeing where we all end up, and we'll give you a top 10 in a little bit.
All right, guys, tighten it up. So you don't see a logo on the truck in front of you. Second gear going green. That was good running there, guys, that whole first session. Awesome job.
Tell you who I've been impressed with. I've been impressed with that Brian Mansfield in one truck. He's up there with some veterans of this league, and I mean, he's going to restart right there in fifth behind Dave Hunt, right in front of Steve Thompson. So I'm interested to see how he plays his cards right here on this restart.
I'll tell you what, he just got that number recently, and well deserved. He's definitely a clean driver, fast, and knows what he's doing out there. Showing respect for some of the veteran drivers out there, but he's still pushing it to the limit. I look forward to seeing him push through this crowd. We're getting ready to go back to green here. That'll be lap 38 of 60 on a green. As they tighten them up one more time, here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag waves.
Yeah, I look for a 40 to get on that 87's tailgate and push him one up there. And I don't know. Dave Hunt may have something to say with that pushing Ralph, so we'll see.
Definitely, I think Joel's going to be just comfortable right behind that 87, pushing him wherever he needs to push him. Definitely not letting them go. Liberace looks on the inside on that 3 wide. John Howell seems like he's all over Liberace, number 11.
Good job right there by Ogle. I know it was tempting, and he probably could have shot to the front, but showed a lot of patience right there. Backed off and got back in line. That was a great job.
Absolutely. He's showing a little bit of patience. We still got a lot of laps left. We're looking at 22 laps to go. Two by two again. The top, more than 20 cars? I'd say 30 cars, 2 by 2. We're starting to stretch out in the back of the field.
Yeah, that back there, I want to hurry up, get in single file, and try to catch back up because you're getting down 20, 22 laps left. There's no time to be racing side by side back there.
Yeah, you'll lose the draft, not be able to pick it back up. Seems like everybody's settling in, though. There's not too many people all over the back bumpers of each other, giving them a little bit of space. Nobody's going 3 wide, and like you said, with Liberace there, number 11, showing the patience. I think everybody's just biding their time, waiting for 10 to go.
Oh yeah, that'll change once we get inside of 10. They'll start fanning out into 3 wide. Matter of fact, here we go now.
It looks like Brian Glass looking to the outside, making it 3 wide. Joel's Kilborn going with them in the 40. '18's looking at that inside line every once in a while, thinking he wants to get behind John Heldon, number 7. He's thinking against it, though. got three wide on the second row back there. Jeff Gilmore seemed to have a little bobble there.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
I don't know. I noticed that 67 also climbing up to the wall, pretty darn close on entry. Seems like he's now getting up on trying to get in behind the 40. It doesn't look like John Held's going to let him do that, so they're 3 wide coming across the stripe.
If they'll all stay in line behind that top lane, they'll put that middle lane in a bad spot, but I don't know.
Looks like 60 or 67 is happy where he's at. McDonald's 42 looking on the outside down, getting behind Kevin Rupert. 42 with that McDonald's car. Looks like he's in the back of the pack here a little bit. I'd say, what, in 12th position. The thing with him is when he wins, he takes his kids to McDonald's.
Yeah, I usually take my kids to McDonald's if they do something bad, but hey, different strokes for different folks.
There you go. I don't know if I consider that food, but anyway. Here we go. This pack is staying close. They're coming up. It looks like on lead or lap traffic, Eddie. Definitely play a role in that 3 wide. Everybody looks like they get in line.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something here because 3 wide. Well, it looks like they got it sorted out. They got it down to 2 wide, so everything's gonna be good.
The 55 is Zach Calloway off the pace, but he's staying out of the way. Hopefully everybody gets around him.
And I asked about the Hounshells earlier. You got 1 in 6th, 1 in 10th. I don't know where they come from, but here they are.
They're definitely, and they're you know, they always don't cease to amaze and get to the front.
And ironically, they're running nose to tail.
Very confusing for us broadcasters up here. Looks like that center line, that second groove is working. I'm seeing them pull ahead of it, and then they lose it in turns 2 and 3, or I'm sorry, turns 1 and 2. But they definitely were stretching it out a little bit there for a minute.
Yeah, it looks like they shook Glass out to the outside with no help. So this, as I say, that 2 trucks jump out to help him. So.
Number 40 of Joel Kilburn, 09, jump out to help 87 Brian Glass, and definitely that'll keep them moving forward. Well, we got somebody low. Looks like they're going into pits. Pit lane is open.
Yeah, that's Dan Berghoff. He's coming by himself. I don't know. That's going to be bad with no partner to get back out there and draft with.
I'm going to watch him in pits, make sure he's not doing an extended stay. Jim Westerfield's still clicking time off in there. He's been in there a long time, 33rd position right now, trying to get some repairs.
Clear, huh? Come down, huh? All right.
Yeah, I didn't see Dan having problems in pit lane, so I wonder what that was about. Maybe he went in for the gas.
I don't know, but it's going to be hard to maintain without a partner out there.
I believe his thinking was splitting that last session in half, because it'd be about number of lap wise comes out about right, maybe a little bit before halfway, but yeah, different strategy, that's for sure.
Yeah, that not having a drafting partner here though, that's just gonna kill him, because no drafting partner, he's gonna be 2.5 seconds off the pace a lap.
Looks like they're starting to get a little racy, guys. We've got about 4 lanes, 4 lines going 3x3.
What could help Dan out a lot, though, would be a caution real soon here, because that way he wouldn't have to pit again. He'd be in front of the group if he can get a caution before he becomes lap vehicle.
That is true. That's a good thinking.
And the way they're racing, I'll tell you what, it's not too far-fetched.
No, and they've still got to get this sorted out and get down to single file so they can all pit. So I guess that's one way to look at it.
Might have been a good call on Dan Bergeroff's part. We'll have to see how this shakes out.
What better happens to it if he gets a caution, because going to be a couple laps before they're right on his backside.
I'll tell you what, these guys up front are making me a little nervous. 3 wide, pretty far back.
Yeah, but you look who's running that top groove, though. You got Glass and Kilburn, and those guys, they've been around this track just a few times, and they are known to be a top runner on the top lane.
Yeah, most of that front pack is some better
got,
drivers. Oh, we got
we
contact.
Got there. Oh, it looks like it's going to clean out real good. Looks like Tex got in the wall and got rear-ended by a car.
But isn't that how it goes? We're talking about how good they drive this track. One of them gets to the wall.
Yeah, I kind of gave him the black notice there again, didn't I?
104's down on the apron, comes back into the racing groove. I think he's coming in. I'm not sure. He's kind of off and on the apron. No, just trying to gather his truck back up. That's pretty tough to do down there.
When were they last on pit road? Do we know?
They came on pit row with 27 to go. Then we ran a couple caution caution laps. So they probably all going to be about 2-3 laps short.
Well, we're sitting here with 10 to go right now. One waiting for the other, I think, here. What do you think, boys?
Yeah, I think if somebody, well, there goes, okay, Ogle's got somebody to go with him.
Thomas Ogle, number 11 and 16. Tommy Romack in the pits. We got Pops Keener, Jill Colburn, and also we got with the Ogle and the Romack group. So they're going to have four trucks coming out pit lane with them.
Dan Berghoff went a lap down now, so his strategy didn't quite turn out the way he wanted. Didn't get the necessary caution he needed at the right time.
Our leaders, Dave Hunt and Steve Thompson, are still out there. I believe they still need fuel, right, guys?
Yes, definitely. And now this may be a 2-tire stop right here.
2 tires and a small splash. I don't think they're going to have to go with the full tank. They only need probably 5 or 6 gallons to get them the rest of the way home.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, we know definitely Steve plays the fuel game, so that 67, I'm betting that's exactly what he's thinking.
We'll just try to tatter John Hill in the 7 since he's going in 4 laps, so that'll leave him 4 to run. So
We still have the Hounshell. Oh, looks like somebody's coming in now.
Ed Adams coming in hot.
oh, you had one try to come in, he missed it. He had to come back on the track. I don't know who that was.
Can't see from our point of view here. There's still a lot of cars, a lot of trucks that have to come in for gas. We're kicking them down. We're now on 53 of 60 laps. When we come across stripe, it'll be 54. It's like number 8 got up into the wall.
All right, looks like we've got some action coming here. We've got them coming this lap.
Hopefully everybody gets in nice and easy.
Boy, this is going to be interesting. A whole bunch of cars going to be coming in. Thinking the rest of the group that was just inside that big front group there, the rest of those guys are going to have to pop in this lap or two here.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Microphone muted. Sound muted. Sound resumed. Microphone activated.
I'm showing that puts 214, but Clunch in the lead.
That's right, Pete. Bud is in the lead. Jeff Gilmore just went to the pit area to get some fuel for the last couple laps here, so that puts Bud in the lead. I'm thinking Bud's going to have to make one more stop. Maybe he was able to save enough in the draft.
5 to go.
It's going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out after all green flag stops are out and how big a group we're going to have right in the very front end here. But our leader just pitted. 5 to go.
Top 10 is being rounded out by Kevin Rupert right now. This pack is going nice and tight. I'm really interested to see how these last 2 laps of this race end up.
Yeah, this field got spread out on that last set of stops there. I'm not sure what happened.
Looks like the 214 came into the pits, which puts number 57, Jeff Gilmore, into first place, along with second place, John Held. Oh, real close on that Hounshell. 107's bobbling it a little bit.
Gilmore's
nice recovery by Aldo.
Well, we have somebody that's a little loose on the backstretch here. Hopefully that doesn't bring out a caution. He's down on the apron, away from the racing groove.
Still racing under green yet, gentlemen.
Kevin Rupert looking on the outside of 03. It looks like Jake has gathered it back up and looking pretty good on that outside line.
Looks like Mike Watson, the 56 truck's leading our group right now. Jake Hounshell second. Tom Ogle running third.
Come across the stripe. We'll have 2 laps to go.
Watts being the road course specialist, doing real good running on the big tracks tonight.
Looks like Jake in the second position has his brother helping him in the 75. Not sure if the outside groove's going to push him to the side of number 56, Mike Watts. I think he needs to get up a little closer. What do you think, Eddie, if he wants to help his brother out?
Yeah, he can't get there too early and blow his truck up, but he'll probably time it up here in the next lap or 2 and go for it. I'm trying to see where he's running.
75 is in third right now, third and fourth, depending on where you look at it. Mike Watts does definitely went to second place, so he is pushing him by. That top lane is fast. Coming across the stripe this time, we're going to get the white flag.
Yeah, it's time to get on his tailgate and push now. Just whatever happens, happens.
Looks like we have some guys pushing the issue, trying to squeeze a 4-foot truck in a 2-foot hole. White flag waves. Oh, we got contact with the 57 with the 129. No problem. They make it through.
Boy, can Mike Watts make it 2 in a row? He won Monday night the OBRL in the ARCA car at Watkins Glen. Do you think he can hang on for a quarter of a lap here, Eddie?
Yes, with the that high groove with that guy Dave Hunt back in that third spot on the top, ducking out there, just not going to have enough momentum to get there. So, yeah, I'll be able to hang on.
47's pushing the Watts pretty good. He pushed him all the way down the backstretch and pushed him out front, I believe. Watts looks like takes first position. Oh, big wreck in the end.
Wow, you hate to see that.
Yeah, you do. Some guys picking up some IPL points at the end of the race. Unless it's a stripe, they don't count. We'll have to check that out. Tell you all in all, that was a great race. These guys really pushed it hard. That outside line was moving in that last lap.
It was. It was a good race. Good job, Mr. Watt.
Mike Watts getting his congratulations from the driver radio. He was having a very difficult spell, so I'm happy to see him out front and get this win. This is a difficult track, and I think this will give him that confidence and everything. He's definitely he's deserving.
Oh, most definitely, Pete. Mike's been in the league for a little bit of time here, and nice guy. Does a lot of great paint work for a lot of the guys in the OBRL. So many thanks goes out to Mike Watts for his wonderful paint work on a lot of these vehicles.
Yeah, right now we have our top 3 as Mike Watts. Is it Jason, or I'm sorry, Jake Hounshell, and then Jason Hounshell. Is that correct, guys?
That is correct, Pete. We have Jake beating his brother Jason to the line.
Thomas Ogle finishes 4th with a C. Kimry on 5th. Kevin Rupert finishes 6th. D. Hunt finishes 7th. Jeff Gilmore at 8th. I always mess this guy's name up. In 9th. And then we have Josh Robinson in 10th.
Congrats to the top 10 finishers. Nice job out there, guys. What do we have here? Only one caution tonight there, Pete? Or do we have 2?
I believe we had one caution this evening, and it seemed to go rather well for a Talladega race. These are difficult races. You have a big one, and usually cautions breed cautions.
Yeah, they did a great job out there.
We're going to try to get our race guys down, or our top three down here, to our booth and see if maybe we can get an interview with them. Let them finish their necessary pieces at the end here, where we get the picture and have the have them join us as soon as possible. Ken, you want to see if you can grab our third place driver? Jason, this is Coco down here in the booth. How you doing? How was your race?
Whew. I'll tell you when my heart stopped pounding. It's pretty.
That had to be fun pushing your brother, though, huh?
Yeah, we don't get a chance to run nose to tail too often, but when we do, we can usually make it work pretty good. I kind of wish I could have given him a little bit more oomph there at the end, but I was giving it all.
Well, it was a fun race to watch, as well as it looked like the guys were being real patient and having a clean run. How'd you have? Did you have a good time out there tonight? How was your truck handling for you?
I did. It was pretty good, actually. Our game plan was hang around in the back till the first round of pit stops and see how the race shook out. And we got a lucky caution, and after that, it was tentative go time, and then we got to about 10 to go, and we were pretty close to the top 10. It was like, okay, it's time to move. So it went pretty well. I had a great time.
Well, congratulations on the third place finish, Eddie.
Well, you know what I think, Jason? We got too many Houndshells in here. No, just kidding, brother. That was a great job. I watched y'all come through the field. I knew you were going to hook up, and wished I'd have been out there now, but after last night's race, I thought it'd be better to be up here. Congrats.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It's kind of a lucky thing to have kind of a built-in teammate that you kind of know how he drives and what he's going to do and what he's not going to do, and how he likes to run. I think it maybe gives us a little leg up on some of the guys who are teammates but aren't, as close as we are.
10-4.
Yeah, we were surprised. We were surprised that y'all were working together. So, just kidding.
Usually only on super speedways. Everywhere else, it's total sibling rivalry.
Ken, anything for Jason?
Other than the last lap after the checkered flag, any other close calls in tonight's race?
There was one. I think maybe a car came out of the pits, and I almost ran in the back of the 11 and ended up going 3 wide. We were 3 wide forever there, and that whole time was kind of a close call. Real good job, the guys, holding their lines. And I don't think I've ever run 3 wide that long in the middle without somebody borking it. So that was it was pretty tense.
Sounds good, Jason. Well, congratulations on a great third place finish, and good luck to you for the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Yes,
nice
sir.
race. Congratulations. Ken, you want to go ahead and push Jason up and give us Jake?
Hey, Jake, how's it going? Ken up here in the tower. How's the race go tonight, sir?
Hey there. It went pretty well. The brother and I, we worked together all night. Had a strategy of staying in the back and trying to miss all the carnage. Seemed to work out pretty well.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, but the game plan was for him to finish in front of you.
That's usually the game plan for him. He's got to work on that though.
It looked like your brother was giving you a good hand there in that last lap. I think I seen his motor in the back end of your truck.
Yeah, we definitely worked on that a little bit in practice. Probably has a little bit more work to do. It seemed like it was a little trouble trying to get there near the end, but that inside line was hard to beat. It looks like they have a little bit more cars too lined up. So
Sounds good. Sounds good. How was your truck performing for you tonight?
everything was great. We were doing our little drafting thing. I think I scrubbed the wall a little bit. I don't remember which lap it was, but no damage. All our pit stops worked out really well. It's just a pretty
Fantastic. Eddie, any more?
No, sir. I'll tell you like I told your brother. I think we got too many Hounshells in this.
Oh, we got to do something about that.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Good job there, bud.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ken, anything?
Jake, did you get any of that damage after the race ended tonight?
I think I did. I probably got a 4X out of it. I got to watch the replay again.
Well, that'd be unlucky, but congratulations on a great second place finish. We've talked to you quite a bit the last couple of weeks, and good luck to you the rest of the season, sir.
All right, I appreciate it. This is my last 3-digit race, so hopefully I can start qualifying and be up in the front a little bit more.
Fantastic.
User entered your
Congratulations,
channel.
Jake, and great race, and congratulations on the second place finish.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Great. Okay, Ken, thank you very much, Jake. Ken, you want to grab our our first place finisher?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner, and Mr. Watts. How are you doing tonight? Great run.
How you guys
Still
doing?
Interviews.
Doing great. Mike, how did your night go? I see you really weren't, really didn't notice you a whole lot all night long, and then right at the very end, hey, that 56 showed up right towards the.
We had.
We lost you, Mike. Try again.
I had talked to Ed Adams and Jim Westerfield before the race, and we decided we were going to kind of stick together and run as a team and kind of drop to the back and save our stuff and then make an appearance later on in the race. And that was pretty much land. And then that caution, probably about 30 laps or so from the end or whatever, we decided we were going to go, and we went. And that kind of, put us out of our window, so we knew we had to short pit. Me and Ed got down to the low line. We came in. He ended up taking tires. I just took gas. I came out in front of him, and we got separated. And really, I was just trying to grab a group and move to the front, and latched on to Thomas Ogle. And he pulled us along, and then we caught up with John Hilton. Him and I think Tony Romack got together, and we just skirted through. And then from there on, I just held the bottom line. The Hounshell brothers were fast, and they were working together all night. So I really was surprised by the win, honestly. So I was gonna help push Ed across.
I did notice that the Hounshell brothers were coming in pretty hard on that top line on you. Were you concerned pretty much on that they're working together?
Oh yeah, I knew they were going to be fast, and they were pushing each other pretty hard. So I didn't know how it was going to end up. I just knew I've always always had the low line, and or I try to keep the low line, and that just worked out for me tonight. So had a decent truck and just tried to take care of our stuff.
Fantastic. The truck was good for you. It did what it was expected, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little loose in the corners and stuff, but it was actually it was a pretty good truck tonight, and I was happy to just get a decent run in. I think I got some incident points after the finish. I don't know how that happens, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll have to review that. I'm not sure. I believe the stripe is the end, and it doesn't count, so we'll have to check that out. Whatever iRacing puts forth,
Yeah, 10-4. So I watched the replay, and nobody touched me at the end, so I don't.
Well, that's a fantastic finish. Congratulations on your top one, Eddie.
Mike, you were quick Monday night at the road course, and then you get it done at the restrictor plate, though. that's from one end of the spectrum to the other, brother. Congrats on 2 good nights of racing.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie. If I could just work on my intermediate tracks, I'd be a good all-around racer. But really, I'm decent on road courses and decent on super speedways. So, with maybe I'll be as good as you and Steve someday. But till then, I'll just take what I.
I don't know about that. I think you're pretty good everywhere. You showed them how to do it tonight, and pretty quick the other night there. Congrats there, buddy.
Well, thank you, Eddie.
All right, Mike, congratulations on the top finish there, on the first place finish. And it was a joy to watch. It was fun to watch. And wish you luck in the upcoming races. And thanks again for taking the time and talking with us. And we look forward to hearing you up in this booth again sometime soon.
Oh yeah, definitely, and we appreciate as drivers what you guys do for us and announcing these races, and they're awesome to watch, and we hope you keep it up, and just keep on streaming because this is awesome.
Hey, I got 0X sitting up here, so I'm good.
I may be up there soon, man, depending on my incident level.
Well, we'd definitely like to have any driver, so that's fantastic. Hopefully, we'll see you up here and without any issues, but get you up here someday in the booth and have you working with us. But you have a great evening and congratulations again on that first place finish. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right, Ken. I think that sums it up for our interviews tonight.
Pete, it's been a pleasure working with you and Eddie tonight. I really enjoyed tonight's race with you guys, and thanks again for having me.
Fantastic, Ken. We love having you up here. I think we make a great trio. Eddie, thanks for your time. Ken, thanks for your time. I think it was all in all, it was a fantastic race. One caution, Talladega. We never really had the big one, did we? We had one caution. It was, it took a couple of guys out, but it didn't take half the field. So I'm happy about that. And I really enjoyed myself tonight up here in the booth with you two.
One thing, I don't think it's a trio. I think it's a threesome.
That's very possible, but the lights stay on up here, right, Eddie?
Well, if it ain't Steve France Jr.'s done walked in the booth. Yes, sir, Mr. France. How was your race? If we can ask you since you've stepped in.
I started in the back, and Joel went with me, and we ended up getting up toward the front before that first pit stop, and then we made that pit stop, and we came out, and we're up there with the leaders. So it was fun for a while. It was good racing. I mean, the guys were really, really doing a great job. I didn't expect that after last night's practice. They did awesome. One caution. I just messed up coming in, and I got too much fuel that last green flag stop there, and then I made a mistake, and I took out 3 or 4 guys. So I apologize to those guys. I some piss poor driving. Anyways, everybody else did a great job driving this track. I appreciate everybody's support.
Fantastic, Steve. We did notice was that ending crash. I'm assuming you had some problems.
Yeah, I caused it. That was my problem.
For
I lost talent.
Well, we'll let the review committee analyze that and bring down any necessary penalties as needed. Then
10-4. I did do my pass through.
Well, there you go. Staying in the rules of the law, right? So, I think that's good. How was your car for the race itself, though? Was you really up on it? Was it doing well for you? Your truck? I'm sorry. There's another swear jar.
It looked slow as hell from here.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. I mean, especially with that 40 behind me. Glad to have him back.
We were watching that ourselves, and we knew that you two guys knew each other well enough that that definitely could be a push to the lead either way. Nice to see Joel out there in that number 40 again going around the track. So hopefully we'll see him in a few more races.
Yeah, I'm really glad that he's acting his age. Is really.
Yeah, we actually talked about yours and Texas relationship on and off the track during the race.
Oh, wonderful! I'm sure that'll be some good listening.
Better than any podcast you'll ever listen to.
It can't be as good as your all's threesome up here in the booth, though.
Well, I think on that note, we're going to cut this one off and say good night to everybody, and thank you for watching the OBRL Racing broadcast. We're here on Wednesday nights. Eddie, myself, Ken Schultz. Two of us three will be up here, if not three, all three of us having our threesome, as number 67 Steve Thompson says. But thank you again for taking the time to listen to our broadcast, and also hopefully we continue to broadcast and give you the racing of the OBRL Racing League with clean green flag laps and an outcome that's never known. So thanks again, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.